I'm the king, baby. I'm the king. Hey, there goes my king scum swallower. Hey, stop spitting all that male jizz out here on the band and around your room, dog. You do that a little too much in the day. I told you get used to that.
Specialty. Dollar bill, y'all. Everybody's got their shtick. Me, I enjoy politics. Give Richie something good to eat. You know, it's like that. I enjoy bubble boats. I like bubble bits. Is that mic action out there? Yeah, wait a minute, Steven. Is that mic action flaming from the straight from the gates of hell itself? I screwed that up. What's going on? What's happening, M.A.? What do you hear? What do you say? Watching the news, getting disgusted. Don't read the paper anymore. This world is going through a big shithole. Don't get disgusted, my friend. Get mad. Get mad. I want you to get mad. I want you to get fucking angry. I want you to get so angry and get in an uproar about what's happening to your children's future. And I want you to do something about it. That something is to educate people.
Don't get mad, get glad. The angels are at the job.
My solution to our problems right now is Donald Trump. Get glad bags and throw Richie in it. He's a new sheriff.
And his name ain't Reggie Hammond.
Telling Johnny Ironman a couple of hours ago that I'm so grateful that Hollywood is producing. They put out a movie that's coming out January the 15th. It's called 13 Hours, and it's the true story of Benghazi and exactly what happened over there. People are going to sit in the fucking movie theater and they're going to cringe in their seats at the torment, at the fear these men had, with nobody backing them up. The person that should have been backing them up is our Secretary of State, running for president, Hillary Clinton. For me, how I look at the whole situation, she's an accomplice to that murder. She is indirectly involved with those people dying there. And it's just the other day, my bride and I were discussing, well, why don't they make a movie about Benghazi? Little did I know they already made one. And I saw the promo for it yesterday. And I can't wait. This guy doesn't stop with his bell in politics. They have no fucking soul anyway. They're immoral people, you know?
He'll stop talking politics when you stop coming out here talking like you're Richie's best friend and looking to suck Richie's dick and tell Richie about your homosexual fantasies. As much as he talks about politics, as much as you talk about the man you love and wish you could be. Ain't no difference.
In an uproar. You know, years back, I remember in the 90s, there were a couple of people in our neighborhood in Brooklyn that were arrested and convicted.
See, there's not that much difference between an anarchist and a homosexual, as you can see.
PVC piping. And those people were convicted, and I believe some of them are still in jail for it. They were selling the body parts in the black market. Now, these are people who deserve to be in prison. I don't want you fucking dismembering me or my family members without my knowledge of it, my consent, you know? And selling the body parts for profit. And that's pretty much what Planned Parenthood was doing. And they support that. So, you know, you have people that don't give a fuck about Benghazi. They don't care about the people who died there. They'll vote for Hillary Clinton. Committed the murder with her own two hands. So, I want the independent voter to sit in that movie theater and watch how unfortunate these people had to sit there and pray for help, sitting there like ducks being shot at in a row, then being tortured and burnt and electrocuted. I want them to fucking watch that movie and then make a decision on whether or not they should vote for Hillary Clinton to be commander-in-chief.
Yeah, well, Steve, I think
Hillary Clinton, next president, I vote for her.
responsible because she was the one that was supposed to supply the security to them. The security was supposed to be supplied there, and they left like a skeleton crew. What, they have like 2 people there or something? And it was her fault. So she's not indirectly, she is directly responsible for the death of those fucking
Tin Man for president.
Hold on, I think somebody shouted out Hillary for president. Is that what I heard? No. I thought I heard somebody say Hillary for president. I'm going to give him a second opportunity. Hello, Donald Trump. Okay. My mistake. I got to put my hearing aid on. Change the battery, maybe. Break. She can't even pee straight.
Yeah, I seen this Chinese company making lamps, man. Let me tell you, man. Too bad they're that far away across the planet, man. This particular company makes a beautiful amp, a KW, man. 1480.
And that's the woman, first woman president, Get the fuck out of here. I'm glad he came out with that movie, bro. I want to see.
Now, that's how much it costs. It uses three 4CX250Fs. Those are Chinese FU-250Fs. And they're metal tubes in parallel, 3 of them. That's the only thing I don't like about them, 3 of them in parallel. I'm not too cool with that. If it used 1 or 2 the most, but it's got 3. But the design of this amp, man, is impressive. This guy is built like a tank. You know? I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at the photos.
Is that 5? Yeah, I don't like this. 2, you know, for that you can do this shit. I don't care what it's for. You know, but anything more than 2 kilos.
I can't wait for that to come out and bring that to my attention. That's great, man. I gotta see that. You know, maybe
they use a separate filament transformer and high voltage transformer. I mean, it's built very well. I mean, I just don't like the fact that, you know, if you have a problem, you got to send this damn thing to China. That's only one of the downfalls.
Claim she's already supporting Michael Brown's mother.
Yeah, the 3-tube design I'm not cool with. But if you look at the photos of this amp, it's really impressive the way he built it.
He's out with them. She's siding with Michael Brown's mother, that fucking criminal who tried to disarm a cop and kill him.
You want me to give you the number?
The Second Amendment. She wants to disarm us along with Obama. I don't have a firearm, and I recently joined the NRA.
All right, it's AMPTEC, AMPTEC, LA 1200.
It can be used for toilet paper, and we need to prove to them otherwise. And that's it. There's 2 sides. And we'll win. You know why we'll win? We're smarter. We're stronger. Mentally and physically. These people are a bunch of...
I mean, construction-wise, it's awesome, man. This guy really designed it really well. I like the power supply, uses independent filament transformers, and the toroidal transformers, which produce very little hum, or actually no hum. And, yeah, it's built like a tank. It's just the fact that the 3-tube design I'm not cool with, and the fact that it's built in China. So if there's any issues, you got to send the shit over there.
Influence us through political correctness.
yeah, well, you got one right here. That's for sure. That's where it starts. You know, we just got to build it up from here.
And it looks like the entire chassis is copper.
There's a You don't hear about that. Think exactly what we do, bro. You know, but they're being silenced in the media. You don't hear your...
Hey, man, this is what you got another box?
Yeah.
No, I was just telling TC about an amp on eBay, but it's made in China. And the damn thing is made excellent, man. It's really made well. And I've never seen anything built this good. I mean, there's other companies that build them very good, but for the price, I was just impressed with what you get for the price.
Did you put Hillary Clinton?
What, transistors?
Still.
No, tubes, metal tubes.
Metal tubes, get out of here.
Put a picture.
Yeah, you gotta look it up, man.
Man.
How much?
14. Well, what was the price? Let me go back. The price was $14.80. But the only problem is, it's $285 shipping. It's from China, and so if you have any issues with this damn thing, you got to send it across the planet. That's the only. That's the main issue I have with that. If he had a place in America that serviced it for him, like if he had a contract with a service facility in America, that would be a lot smarter. If you have any issues, you got to send the damn thing back. And he gives you a 14-day money-back guarantee, too. But it says buyer pays return shipping. So if you don't like it, you got to send it back and pay a $285 shipping cost.
No, that sucks, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't pay away from shit like that, man.
No way he's going to get it.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't buy it. If you gave me the money, I wouldn't buy it. I said, here, it's a gift. The fact that it uses 3 tubes in parallel, which I'm not cool with, and that's the only design flaw, in my opinion. But other than that, it's built like a tank. Very high quality parts. And the fact that it's made in China, I'm not cool with that.
He's saying broken promises.
Yeah, time for.
There's some campaigns that are...
No, I mean, you could get something made in Japan, but it's sold here and serviced here. This amp is built by an independent person, and it's, if you have any issues, you got to send it to him in China. That's what I'm not cool with. If he had a facility here that serviced it, that'd be a different story. But anytime you have a problem, you got to send the whole damn amp back to mainland China and pay $285 shipping. I mean, that's a little outrageous.
Yeah, definitely, man. Wow. Did you check out anything? Maybe Sam might have something.
Oh, he owns a lot of...
No, I was just looking on eBay, and I was just telling TC about this, just for him to look at it. Not to buy it or anything. But I was just curious how well it's made. And for what you get for that price, it's just impressive.
Joe's all those?
Yeah. Wow. How many watts?
Well, yeah, that's...
They do a KW continuous, I think, swing to 15. But I mean, it's built. I mean, it makes MFJ look like a piece of shit, man. Quality-wise, component-wise, it's just unbelievable.
How is it?
Wow, damn. Oh, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry to get in between your business.
No, you can check it out. It's on eBay, man. He makes different configurations, different power levels, But and I'm just commenting on this amp. I was just telling TC to check it out.
He's very...
Yeah, time for. Well, send me the link.
I don't understand why he didn't run a long time ago.
Are you near a computer?
Last time?
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't turn on my computer when I'm focused.
He's dabbled with the idea. He's always dabbled with it, but this time he threw his hat in the ring.
It's like this thing. I don't know if this happens to you, but my computer freezes when I talk, especially when I'm running power.
Now, what happened to you, John?
It don't happen to me because I'm not running any. You have a pen or pencil? Just write it down. Amtech, AMPTEC LA 1200. AMPTEC LA 1200 Amtech. And just type it in on eBay. You'll see it.
So they can run on eBay. I guess through his guidance.
I mean, it's eye candy. It's really impressive looking.
68 years old. So I guess he waited
until the time was right, you know?
Yo, he's 68?
Yeah.
Wow, man, he's in fucking amazing shape for 68. Fuck, man. I guess if he got money, he can look good.
Hey, Super Bowl, what's that again?
You know, he don't look 68, bro.
Come on back.
Look 60.
What's the name of that again? AMP, AMPTEC, AMP Tech, one word, LA 1200.
It's very energetic and vibrant, so appearance.
LA 1200. Hey, you know what? I get the appearance that he's a lot younger than that, I think. You know, honestly, he looks a lot younger than that, man. He's really, for being 68, that's pretty amazing. But anyway, we need somebody with a set of balls, basically.
I mean, if this thing was made in America, this would probably be a $4,500 amp.
It tells him...
Yeah, easily. I'm just looking at the design and the quality of the components, man. I'm looking at the power supply. They use independent transformers for the high voltage and for the filament. You only see that in high-end amps. You don't see that in low-end amplifiers.
And this is like the first year in his term. That everything they...
Let me know when you see it, when you're looking at it.
As president and first lady.
Yeah, Roger.
Flag.
LA 1200.
Not his.
Roger that.
Like he was agreeing with it.
That's what right. Send me
and then he would play.
Yeah. It's an HF amp.
Left hand.
It does all bands up to 10 meters. Yeah. 160 through 10.
And if anything's not obvious to anyone, this should be, is that this guy is doing all he can to accommodate the Muslim world into succeeding in overthrowing America. That's Reverend Wright's boy, bro. Reverend Wright. And then you got Bill Ayers, who was part of the weather group, and they were blowing up government buildings. They tried to blow up.
Another thing I like about this amp, this thing will do continuous duty. He actually has a fan that cools, an independent from the blower that cools the tubes. He has an independent fan that cools the power supply off. Very impressive.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm trying to get it, but I'm not seeing it.
You put that in the search and it won't come up?
No, I put amp there, LA 1200, send me the amp.
Is he going to be around? What do we got, like another year? Actually, what is it, another year or two?
I'm not getting it.
His presidency ends exactly at 12 o'clock noon, January the 20th, 2017.
How about if I give you the seller information? Deep Blue, 1688, would that help?
Calendar, remember that fucking... big ass fucking party?
Big CB break. Everybody was one.
I'm not talking about a CB break. I'm talking... Everybody is...
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the phone number again?
Channel 7 News. Everybody celebrating.
What do you need?
The seller, what's the seller again?
Deep Blue, DEEP, BLUE, 1688.
Well, I'm not so much a big anti-Obama guy. I mean, personally, as a person, I just don't like his fucking policies. I don't like the way what he's doing to the country. I don't like it, and I know a lot of people don't like it, and a lot of people agree with me. I don't like it.
I agree with you. I'll be right back. Hey, what happened to Mike and Johnny Rat? Where'd they go?
Right here, brother, listening to every word, hanging on every word.
So what's going on, Mike? What have you been up to? What's going on?
No, everything is good. I'm listening to you tell the truth. Tell it the way it is.
You know what? Another feature he has that he must have got from another company. He has exhaust temperature probe, in the funnel, in the tube funnel, to monitor the exhaust temperature. That's another very nice feature. You only see that in pro-amps.
Okay.
Damn, I really want to see this, man. I'm not getting it.
Apartment on the top of a fucking project house.
Yeah, I guess that's right, man. You don't have to pay your electricity. You can key up all day and say whatever you want.
I mean, if this thing works as well as it looks, as good as it looks, this thing will be lasting you forever. But, and again, looks could be deceiving.
Once
I know it was you, bro.
and
Yeah, that's just the way it worked out, you know? Yep. You could call it that. You didn't get it yet. You couldn't find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. It's giving me other things, man, like batteries and stuff like that. It's not giving me anything, you know, app related.
Okay. Hang on a minute. I'm right back. I'm going to send, I just got a text. I'm going to send Boo your message. See, where is he?
Man, this totally sucks, man.
Michael Anthony. Magilla. Tenfo.
Roger, Dean. Yeah, I got a message from John. He stepped out for a little bit. So how's that sound, Steve? Return party. What do you think? For that date? 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Take off work and throw a mad party.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Hey, Mike, you got your phone with you?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll send you something. Hold on a minute.
All right. How you doing, all right, Mike? Yeah, a little trouble with the kids today, and plus a little bit of stuff going on, not a lot. And the room is not back yet. I need a piece of furniture. I got to go out and buy it. And I don't have the equipment back, so I was going to put the Browning on tonight, but I just didn't feel like it. But I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Vic. Just aggravation with the kids, that's all. Yeah, 10-4, man.
Hey, listen, that's always going to be there. You can't avoid that.
Yeah, I got it. 10-4, I got it.
Ready? Yeah, the aggravation thing's always going to be there. You know that. I know. I get them for the weekends all the time. And fucking drive you out of your mind. One thing after the other. Why's this? Why's that? Oh, how come this? How come that? Man, like enough. play a game or something, man. So leave me the fuck alone. Roger. Steve, you still in there? We gotta set Steve up at a base station so we don't have to hang out his car all the time.
We did that. He never leave the house.
Nah, that's not true.
You should have seen years ago when Steve was set up in the on the Brooklyn side, man. Right, Joe, man. It was like good ball busting era, man.
Yeah, well, we got a bug.
And we had Daz. We had Steve. We had a lot of good ball breakers back then.
Falls and step on that. Yeah, where did Richie go? Richie, what, you fucking go outside or what?
Just kicking it with the video game.
Oh yeah? Alright, cool.
I guess he's got the video game running, and he went to work.
No, I never
Went to work, he tells everybody where he's going, where he is. Nobody shows up. I'll talk about how they're going to beat him up, they're going to do this to him, and they're going to take his leg off, and poke out his eye, and so far no luck.
I can't find any of the new shit. Like, I only keep finding shit from 2 years ago. A year ago, 6 months ago, fucking 3 weeks ago.
Hey, man,
I find nothing from today or yesterday.
Yo. How did you check this out? Like, how did you run into it?
Video game.
I was looking under HF or tube linear amplifiers. Try 1,000-watt tube linear amplifier. Put that in.
All right.
I'm trying to find an item number. I'm trying to reference it to something. But yeah, it's under amplifiers. And it came up 1,000-watt tube amplifier. And then I started looking at it. I said, all right, this looks pretty impressive. But then I said, made in China. Okay. Then when I start looking at the construction of it, I'm like, wow, this guy really built it nice.
Right to YouTube.
I think I found it. It's black.
Kind of milk.
Yeah.
Please.
Here you go. I found it.
Website page. Yeah, he didn't put.
Okay, I got the new website. Here we go.
1,000-watt tube amp. That's what
Roger, dude. All right.
same problem I was looking for it. So I just looked through the amps because I seen it before, and I found it again. You know.
Yeah, let me tell you, this fucking thing is built like a tank, man. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the different photos that he has put up. You just look at the power supply section alone, man. You see how he uses toroidal transformers, one for the high voltage section and the smaller one for the filament. I mean, this guy definitely did his homework, man. Then if you look at the chimney, the heat stack, you see that little device that's inside. That's a thermostat, or actually a thermal probe to monitor the exhaust heat. You only see that. See, so what impresses me is the way he built this. You only see this in the high-end amplifiers. That's why I'm impressed with it. The way it's constructed, the components that he's using. If this thing was made in the U.S., it'd be about $4,500 for this amp.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, man. This thing is very nice, bro. And you're right, it is brass.
And you see how everything is compartmentized. And another nice feature you only see in high-end amps. Look at the where the high voltage transformer is. There's a fan also in that section. This thing can be used for continuous duty cycle. The only part I didn't care for is the 3 tubes in parallel. I'm not too cool with having that many tubes and configured like that. 2 maybe. Well, I prefer 1, but he used those 250s. 3 of them like that in parallel, so I mean maybe it was cheaper to design to do it that way than use 1 big metal tube, steel tube, but this is what he chose.
Yeah, but all in all, man, is that a digital reading on the front? Is that a digital, that looks digital, man.
Oh yeah.
Best Buys today.
Yo, this is nice. Yeah. Real nice. I'm digging it.
Look at the band switches, man. This guy uses brass. I mean, copper. I'm sorry, copper with ceramic insulators. I mean, this thing is built like a pro amp. The fact that he's selling it for this price is amazing the shit out of me. Then you look at the last photo. You look at the digital board. Then you see the LCD display board to the right of that. Now, this guy definitely built this thing very well, man. And if you look at the tank coil, that's silver plated, man. This guy definitely got high components in here, high quality components.
Yeah, wow. Now I'm looking at it. Wow, is that something you thinking about, man?
For a little while.
Nah. I mean, I'm impressed the shit out of this. I mean, I'm very impressed with the way it's built and the design of it, but the fact that it's built over there, not necessarily made there, but if you have an issue with this, you got to ship this bitch back to mainland China at a price of shipping cost of $285. I mean, that's a little steep, you know. Even if you get the amp and in 14 days you're not satisfied, he'll give you a refund. But yeah, you pay the shipping cost, the return cost, which is pretty steep. No, I mean it looks like this thing will last you a lifetime if you use it right. But you know, then again, you know, I think he has it wired I think it's wired for 240. You gotta be very careful when you purchase something like this because it's coming from overseas, you know, and most likely it's probably wired for 240 or 220.
Yeah, it says working at class ABI, UA 220 volt full load.
Yeah, and a lot of times you can't convert these over like you can with some of the American-made amps, where you just you have a matrix of different configurations for different voltages. You know, sometimes it's wired for 1 voltage, and to change that, you got to actually utilize different transformers. So, you know, I mean, you know, if anyone was interested, and you got to email the guy and talk to him. But I'm just impressed with the quality of the build quality for the price. That's what really impresses me.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. No, I like it myself, but I'm not digging it. The same thing you said. I'm not digging it either, man. You know, my luck and yours especially, man. That sucker comes over here all messed up, and then you got to bring it back. Nah, that sucks, man. Yeah.
Well, you know, hey, at least there's competition out there, you know, so someone has a choice if they do choose to buy it. But the quality of the components, I'm extremely impressed, man. You see the size of that blower in there for the tubes?
Hold on, let me go back. I clicked out of this.
Yeah, he uses an independent blower for the tube in the tube section, which is cool, very professional. Then if you look at the power supply section, there's a fan that cools that. The high voltage and the filament transformer. 2 independent power supplies. Very impressive.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now. Yeah, that's nice. Man, that's wow. That's pretty, bro.
And those are steel tubes. Those are no Z500Zs, man. Those are the real McCoy.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at it. Wow, man. You couldn't have bring that shit over here, right?
Yeah, let me tell you, if this guy had a factory over here or a service facility, and I knew I can have that wide for lower voltages, I would click on buy it now in a heartbeat, man. That's how impressed I am with this amp.
Yeah, man. For the price, too, it's not bad, man. For all this, what's that? $1,480 plus $285 shipping. Really ain't that bad, man. You're looking at what, 1,000 watts? Well, that's what, decky or swing?
No, that's continuous duty cycle. That 1,000 watt swing into 12. You definitely get 15 out of this thing. But yeah, you could key 1,000 all day with this thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at it with 40 to 50 watt output. Input.
Hey, we've been ahead there, 201. We've been ahead. This Sunday evening. Wonderful.
Back.
We're right back.
Yeah, you don't really want to push it past a K, you know. You want that thing to work comfortably at about 1,000 max, you know. Because you got to remember the tubes that he's using. Those 4CX 250s. You know, I would prefer one larger tube, like a 1,000 or 1,500. But yeah, you see, it also says you need to inform me about the main power voltage after you make your purchase or make your payment. And he may have to order a custom-built transformer. You see, that's what I was telling you about. You know, this guy ships international, so you got to make sure that you know you gotta know what your voltages or what voltages you're going to be using. I mean, all of that, you obviously got to contact the guy beforehand, you know.
Yeah, I mean, at least he's giving you the option, so that's good. So that means you can get it at 110.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, man. That shit looks really nice. I wonder how much it weighs.
Well, from the looks of it, from those size transformers, especially, I'm looking at the high voltage. You see, what's nice about that, you don't see toroidal transformers used that often. You usually see that in high-end audio amplifiers. The fact that he custom makes them or has them custom made for communications, they're very expensive. I don't know if you're aware of those or you're familiar with those type of transformers, but they're extremely expensive.
Manicured Johnny Thumbs, come in.
How much you think it weighs, man?
This amp, I would say about 58, 60 pounds around there.
Yeah, because this shipping's $285. Gotta have some weight to it.
Yeah, the only transformers I know that are as good or not bad are the hypercell transformers. Those are very good. But these toroidal transformers are extremely high quality, very low flux, very low reduced hum. And like I said, you usually see transformers like this in high-end audio equipment, not in in amplifiers. The fact that he uses them in amplifiers says a lot.
Yeah, I see, man. That's what's up, man. Too bad it's not over here.
Yeah, I ran across this by accident, man. But when I ran across this, I definitely had to save this. I said, yeah, I'm putting this in my watch list.
shit is nice, man. In fact, that's the nicest thing on this page, bro. Believe it or not, I'm looking at the page now, and I don't see anything better than that.
You definitely won't see an Ameritron built like this, I can tell you that much.
Another nice wiffle ball day there, huh, Mikey boy?
Yeah, nice.
All right, people, we'll be inside. I'm gonna get my grub on over here.
Yeah, the radio's working.
Alright, I'll be outside myself. I'm just checking some stuff out.
No sons? Nah, but don't worry. The Lord will provide. How was church today? And you play bass, right, for them? Yeah, but you could probably be that you frequent the place every once in a while when you feel like carrying your guitar. You could go up there, you know what I mean? Yeah, but if you remember what we were on 35 yesterday, we were grumpy. Yeah, I did look up exactly what he was talking about, and yeah, I did not get any of what I said yesterday from any of those people, you know? So it's pretty much me praying that I'm filled with the Holy Spirit, that he, you know, gives me the true meaning of his word, and yeah, and I gotta say, no matter what, he made me think about it. He makes me love him more as a brother in Jesus. But, yeah, I still believe what I believe, you know? You call it knocked out. Yeah, no, that was kind of funny. But I don't know, like I said, I was on here waving a hand to everybody, and like I said, you guys were splashing me. I went to uppers, I went to lowers, I went to FM, and I couldn't find you, so I said, let me just keep going up. And then on 35 days war, and I didn't mean for whatever to happen. And yeah, I'm sure people say that they have a home channel, you know what I mean? But you know what? I own over 40 channels. Everybody that has a radio owns whatever channels that they can get on their radio. We all own our own radio, therefore we own channels, you know? But yeah, I didn't mean to, you know, harsh their buzz or anything, but it is what it is. And you know what? Talking about the Lord, whoever don't like it, crush.
Break a channel. Break anyone copy.
Yeah, we copy. Waving.
Frankie, what do you say? Frankie, I have my own point of view on that. I think that
white people own Channel 31. Every other channel is open to everyone.
Okay, that's your interpretation. And you know what? When I click on the radio, I'm on Channel 31. If I feel like shoot and skip, I go to 28. If I get in touch with my brother, he's going to come on, I go to a one below that one. And other than that, like I say, 31 is where my radio's on. I don't know who owns it, but, you know, like I said, whoever has a radio and they click on 31, they own 31, each and every one of us.
Yeah, the way I see it here in New York and the boroughs anyway, each channel has its own classification. You know, there is segregation going on between Channel 1 and 40. If you look at Channel 6, you got that Super Bowl thing going on, and they're predominantly black people. And Channel 11, I think you have a similar, you know, cast of characters there. And then you have Channel 31, which has always been known as a predominantly white. Channel 40 is an extension.
Yeah, I'm listening to this shit.
And that's the way.
Rogers. Rogers and 10-4.
That's a predominantly white channel.
When I clicked on, yes, the Bronx was in my box. The Upper West
He must be smoking with Rich
was in my box. The Lower East Side was in my box. And, yeah, it's, I gotta say,
this guy Frankie, now Frankie's a preacher.
see, that's the band, no matter what. 5 boroughs in this friggin' box, right?
Roger that, brother.
Oh, man.
Frankie, you gotta think outside the box. Hey, what's up, John? Did you hear from Johnny Thumbs today or no?
Hey, Frankie, did you give communion today?
No. He shut down. Texted me, he says he shut down.
I think Frankie's a priest.
Rogers. Hey, McGilla, waving that hand, big guy. You were like just banging in here that I couldn't even tell that it was you. You got something hooked up in the bass now?
No, love you. No, not quite, but I am.
No, that shit was funny when we were with Ramon just said predominantly has, I don't know, this guy's a comedian.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm in a different borough, actually. I think everyone's having the same signal from me, or relatively the same. Right now, I'm pretty much a contender, yeah.
Yeah, well, let's put it this way. Unless you're on top of the Verrazano Bridge with your hazard lights on.
This guy's a man.
That's what you should be like, 10-4.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate those compliments, but...
Yeah, 10-4, yeah.
Actually...
Tommy to me, bro. I swear. The month of English, bro. I swear. I love you.
That's so hype.
He reminds me of Courageous Count Minnie Mouse. Remember the frogs? Yeah.
Somewhere to go quickly. You're beeping me. You're flashing your headlights at me. Okay, no problem. I go even slower. And then what do?
This is better than Jerry Springer.
But there have been cases where I've stopped my car completely, especially down a one-way street, put my hazard lights on, shut the car off, and put the hood up on the car, and sorry, broke down, back it up. And then I wait for them just right before they get to the end of the street after 10 minutes of complaining. Right before they're able to get off the street, I take the hazard lights off, I shut the hood, and I take off.
Yeah, you know what? 30, 32, maybe 35. Because don't forget, what is it? Fucking zero something? 25 miles an hour now. It used to be 35. So if you were 40, you were okay. So these people that are probably behind you with the hazards on, the flashing the high beams, they're not from this country.
Yeah, I don't know where they're from, and I get it. Look, you have freedom to do whatever you want in this country. But I also have the freedom to drive 5 to 8 miles above the speed limit and not 20. So,
Alright, do what you gotta do, and I'll do what I gotta do, and we see where it ends up.
10-4. And why do we do that? Because we were born here, and we know ain't no cop gonna stop you 5 to 8 miles past whatever it is. And you're just chilling, cruising, doing what you gotta do. 10-4.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
10-4, John.
Roger, and check on that. McGilla Gorilla, Audio Drive. Hey, Steve, I got a great spot for Mobile. If you want to talk, bro, I got the perfect fucking spot to go to.
Oh, yeah, where's that?
You know where Wagner College is? You keep going a little further past Wagner College on top of the hill. You go a little further, St. John's, the all-girls college up there. You make a left, and you go up in their parking lot up there.
Oh, yeah? Oh, one day I gotta check that out.
You go up there. I used to talk, bro. I went up there, and there's a big parking lot. You can park in the lot back there. And you can pretty much talk over everybody out there from your car.
That fucking was the two electric kidneys over the head. That stupid whistle, that's the Shadow Master whistle.
Oh, please don't screw that. Wow. I haven't heard that kid in
He's been actually, like, really. He acknowledged that Richie Radio does a service to him, because he mentioned that he was, listened to 30 of the video gates, and he checked himself out on it. And I said, right there, I'm sitting with the guy, and I maybe went one time, just to see what the video gates were, but, that's not what I'm saying. My friends hear me, that's all I want to know. I don't care who's questioning me, who I say. That doesn't mean
I think the Shadow Master will turn to argument or listen to that nonsense. So,
that also deep in history, like, imagine if we're blessed to be 70, 80, 90 years old, and somehow get a copy of, he probably has them all on CD disc or whatever, and then one day, like, sitting around a campfire listening to the assholes we are together.
put them up on YouTube. Because Master, he's a powerful kid out there, man. He's a force to be reckoned with, I'll tell you. I actually like the kid. I think the kid is fucking hilarious. He makes me laugh, that kid.
I laugh.
might have the lime color taxi. Who knows? Get back in your taxi. You jag off. How about that KY kid? They call him the Baba Booey Man. How about it?
There goes another load sucked out.
Oh, that was another non-paying customer. He gets paid to swallow. You don't pay him, he tuz.
Yeah, he stole that from Johnny Rat anyway. He couldn't have an original thought if he tried. As a matter of fact, the last time he thought he farted and he shit his pants.
No, two original thoughts. The Kevlar gloves and Phase 3. Those are the only two original thoughts that kid ever had.
Still waiting on both.
Yep, 10-4. Keep spitting. You keep spitting, you're gonna starve. You better get some paid customers so you can swallow.
Pie hole, pie him in. Little Jew boy.
Pie skin. But you know what? Johnny Rat, Mr. Thumbs, he does a good impression of Pie Hole's Hocteur. That woman's name is Bruce. Yes, another good football day in New York City area. Both the New Jersey teams won.
back in a second. still here. I got my eyes closed, but I'm listening. Pleasure's all volume 10-4 and step on that. Regular gorilla in the monstrous monster mobile. I'm back on. Yeah, what's going on, man? Like, what's happening, boys? What's up, Steve? Don't fuck out of here. Take it easy. A lot of people don't want to conform. They want to be the opposition. Go right ahead. See what comes out on top. Yeah, man, I'll leave it on for you for the next minute and a half. How's that? Yeah, when I'm out here with the boys on the regular channel, I just like to throw it on as my introduction. A lot of people hear that and they at the curves. He's out there. Some people say, hey, what's that? Hudson Beach. Wasn't it? Roxanne. Yeah, she was a spokesmodel for abortion. He was engaged, and then he fell with her, and they broke up, and then she wanted to get the ring back, and yeah, something like that. I remember. It's stuck in my old memory back here somewhere. They were engaged for some time. Right, Joe? He was in the You remember Nino?
Trial of new biotics, the new breakthrough that flattens bloated bellies fast. For a free trial, call 1-800-976-2101.
Of America. I love the United States of America. I love it.
Flatten bloated bellies fast by cleansing pounds of rotting stress from your body. It even combats periodic heartburn and acid reflux. So just think how much better you'll look and feel. Think you might be bloated? Call now for a free trial of new biotics and see how much flatter it makes your belly. You might be surprised, but hurry, call now for details while these free trials last.
Come up with some good ones.
With 25 to 60% savings store-wide.
Nah, I doubt it. He was like 68 then. Mama was his girlfriend, you remember?
Be a part of the team that's working to cure cancer now. Join the Multiple Myeloma Research Foundation at Pier 25 at Hudson River Park. To register, visit cmmrf.org/NYC. Affordable health coverage for children and adults of all ages and all stages of life. Call 1-888-FIDELIS or visit Fidelis Care.
No matter what the needs of your loved ones may be,
That
like spending money with Western Union. Catch the New York Knicks as they tip off the 2015-16 season. Individual game tickets are on sale right now. Visit NYKnicks.com for great deals.
Yeah, he's not out here. Somebody has to crush in his honor. Good. Yeah, I gotta stop by and see him sometime this week. He's got my radio ready for me. He did a nice job. Power cord. And he helped me out with the microphone. I had to stop by over there, get up, got flights. Rags.
Yeah, he misses talking to y'all too right there. I know he does.
I gotta get over there and just chill.
Everybody was thinking about him, you know, and keeping him in his prayers. And he said, well, that's good. He's doing everything, and yeah.
Am I hearing things, or am I hearing Skip out there? No, you're hearing the hillbillies, yeah, 10-4.
That poor boy get back in here. He said he's nowhere, poor boy, and
got nothing to say, I guess you gotta do that, right? You stupid bastard.
shit. Some Bangladesh. Lime green. Much better. All day long. Please, don't be playing that in the house with children around. You know what I mean? Listen to the music. I don't know what the hell that is, but don't let your children listen to that shit. Rogers.
Double L. Be back in a bit.
How you doing, Steve?
Calling me.
Yeah, Richie from Bayonne. How you doing, man?
Hey, Richie. What's going on, man? A long time knowing you. How you been?
Yeah, a long time for sure, man. What do you say? What do you know, man? What's going on?
calling Skip or something? I'm really sorry. You know you hear me. Hey, sorry. You know you hear me. Audio drive. That sound like that upper New York? That actually sound like that upper New York, like my cornfields in the mail.
How about it, White Cloud? How about that White Cloud? How about that White Cloud? Hey, you got a copy on 822 out there, country boy?
Hey, country boy. Hey, country boy. Hey, we heard you.